Hello again, this is Microtrain World, all about Markman Z1 in 220, and this is the series about boats, suitable boats that can be used to enhance the layout. In this video, we're going to take a look at Revell's 1 in 200 Hermann Marwede search and rescue vessel, model number 05812, and we're going to take a look at building the model. So if you've seen any of the other videos, I mentioned the fact, particularly in the unboxing one, that I didn't do this in the order which the instructions follow. The video I'm doing does, and what I've done is give you the number in the top right hand corner, which is the step in the instructions, and then I've listed the parts again with their numbers on the video. So this part is where we've just put two pieces of the hull together and the forepeak, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 9 nicely. You can see them here, elastic bands around them, hold it together and leave to set. So up there, just the elastic band placing, bring the two hulls together at their widest point. Again, underneath this position, make sure that the gaps are kept to a minimum as it glues or dries. Next is the rear deck, the foredeck, plus the bulkhead and the doors, and the ladders that lead from, or ladder rails, I should say, that lead from the top deck to the rear deck. And also you can see what I wanted was to add illumination. So I fitted the LED. Later it sits covered and provides deck lighting when it's switched on. With all the parts now completed, some blue tack in place to make it easier for the railings to dry, and you can see 7 there. Just above that is where that LED pops out to give the deck illumination later in the model. So here we have a top shot with the foredeck now connected, the railings on for the steps, parts 41 and 42 needed for this. Still with part 2, we have the hull through from the starboard side, rear, and again from the starboard side sitting on its cradle, just to give an idea of how it's coming together. Okay, so the next step was to chop the bottom of the hull off, so I masked it. Made a lot of mess and needed a lot of tidying up. And you can see the cables for the LED, which will provide a deck light. Now we have it sitting flat. As it's a boat, it doesn't matter too much because the sea around it can be built up to enhance its sitting. So this is the build of 7, page 7, instruct step 7, and the parts that I needed to put all that together. First on was piece 22. Again, the 2 holes that you can see that have been drilled are to take an LED light, again because I wanted some light to illuminate the area around where the small emergency boat is stored. So that wall went on, and the cross piece went in, finishing with the steps, giving a nice solid position to dry. The other side, 26 is the inner, and then the outer wall can, and that's 7. Take a look around. from above, and you can see the two holes on the right, pre-drilled, ready to take the LED. There's the LED fitted. So 8. So I think this is where I brought forward the first piece from another part of the instructions. So that's the winch mechanism, again using just normal thread to simulate the cable. So I now put these pieces together. So 8 and poles. The helicopter deck that needed a few elastic bands to keep it all together while it dried and hold it in position. In goes the winch. Finally, bring the boards together. There you go. It's a bit fiddly to do it a different way, but again, I was quite pleased with that position. Next up, we go for the main structure. And here I decided that I wanted both the starboard and port navigation lights to be active. And also I added a dimmed red LED to simulate the fact that working at night time is easier with the red on, and that would give a different piece of detail to the model. Plastic board to which the LEDs would go, and fitted that. Then placing each of the, I could move the LED so its optimum position would show in the right place. And then the roof and the front of the structure. And there you can see the port lights. And of course the red light inside the model working. Some time to put some railings on. There they are for a walkway with the helicopter. Then in where it is. I filmed this model of a helicopter. It's not really to scale, but was at the time just toying with the idea of what it might look like if I could find a suitable model to put on here. And then I also thought about whether I could motorize the rotor blades, but decisions to not do that, to finish the kit in time were made. Here's all the finished windows, the wheelhouse, and their roof. So that's where they go. In go fit only for the roof, just to hold it together while it dries. Some pictures look like a bit. I was quite pleased that you can see here how many coats you need. Just one coat is not enough of that fluorescent paint, and you could argue probably needed a few more, but there's a point where too much doesn't add that much more. So here it goes. The two pieces on the bow. Next was the build for the mast, and you can see here I brought together pieces from 11, 14, 15 and 16 to make this at this. So using the base and dry fit, I think first of all I added 63, 60, went on the rear lighting, lights, and then again a dry fit, check it was all wood. And from a distance, actually I was very pleased with this model. It works. Adding to the top now, this was the next thing that I wanted to do. This is fiber optics running up the mast, painted grey, coming out the holes in the top of the roof there. and then the tips were left, and these were connected to LEDs, flashing LEDs further down in the model. You should see those a bit later in the video. More detailing for the roof going on. You can see here indicating that the light was on at this time, and there's the blue flashing light on the top of the mast. Again, here the orange flasher underneath it. So you see the blue one here as well. So again, this is top, and the finer details on the mast. And that's it for this video. Hopefully it might be useful if you're building this kit to think about the order you do it in, but also paint application, what it looks like, as well as adding a little bit of lighting and additional pieces. The next video we'll take a look at the finished model. So thank you very much indeed for watching.